Right, so I'm privileged to have in the studio with me tonight security analyst and executive director of the Jatikay Center for Human Security, Saani Adib, joining us. Adib, how are you, sir? Thank you for coming. I mean, when I heard the Nigerian group make this offer, I kept wondering, is this an offer which is worth it?
Well, indeed, it is worth it, especially taking into consideration how complex and crime has become lately because of new issues, new actors, new weapons, new strategies. It has become transnational. Okay, so we have quite a large Nigerian community in Ghana with unconfirmed figures putting it at well over 2 million. And it's gone beyond Nigerians coming into the country to transact business and go back. We have Nigerians who have moved bag and baggage into Ghana, and they are staying here for
and
good.
They've invested. They've intermarried, and they have children who are Ghanaians.
And I've always been quite categorical about the fact that we have second and third generation Nigerians. And I've even playfully sometimes say that don't be surprised in the next 2 decades or 3, we might have a president of Ghana with Nigerian descent. So indeed, I think what is happening is quite worrying, but there's the need for deepening partnership between the security agencies.
So when you say what's happening is quite worrying, are you referring to the crime rate and the continuous involvement of Nigerians?
Indeed.
I mean, which kind of creates a bad image for the good ones who are here, though.
Indeed. Mentioning Nigeria is something that doesn't really sound palatable to the ears of many people around the world, even in Ghana. Sometimes if you go to transact, I have a lot of Nigerian friends, and they have lamented over the fact that when they go to transact business, in many cases with that Nigerian accent, people are quite worried dealing with them, and that is worrying. And I don't also hook, line and sinker blame the ordinary Ghanaian, because we have a litany of cases before the police involving Nigerians perpetrating crimes from robbery to even kidnapping. And let me say, without mincing words, that kidnapping, you know, the spate of kidnapping in the country is something new, though kidnapping as in that crime is nothing, you know, new in Ghana, but with the spate, with the audacious nature with which it is perpetrated is something new. You can imagine, you know, just kidnapping an ambassador of a foreign country into Ghana. This is something that you might not have Ghanaians audacious enough to perpetrate previously. But now you have quite a large number of Nigerians coming in and impacting their criminal knowledge to Ghanaians, and it is not particularly surprising. And so there is the need for the security agencies to be up and doing, and it is only possible when there's deepening partnership between the security agencies and the Nigerian community in Ghana, because they are their people. They know them better than we do.
Let's look at the issue of trans-border crimes and focus on ECOWAS a little bit. I mean, I know that there have been quite a series of protocols on sharing of intelligence between ECOWAS member states, and it doesn't look like member nations are doing this openly. I don't know whether there are any secret or agreements that are being implemented, but do you get the sense that as an institution, ECOWAS, we're not taking the cross-border crime, tackling it, we're not taking it serious, and for that matter, we're not sharing intelligence enough?
Well, recently I conducted a research pertinent to this topic that is coming up, security partnership amongst ECOWAS member states. Indeed, when you take a closer look at the protocol establishing ECOWAS, the Lagos Treaty of 1975, it was business-like. There was nothing security in it, but the security bit started coming with the non-aggression pact, then the Liberian conflict started, and we had the creation of ECOMOG. But since then, we've had a myriad of different protocols governing security, from transnational crime to cyber crime to anti-money laundering to even terrorism. But there is a problem, okay? Most of these protocols are not binding, and because of local political dynamics, you know, because you might go to the sub-regional level and agree on a protocol that is good for the sub-region, but might not be necessarily good for your country.
You think that you think that we're engaging in protocols that are not beneficial to us, and we're not doing it properly, for which we're getting a lot of trans-ECOWAS criminals coming in?
Sometimes the protocols might be beneficial to one country, but detrimental to another. And when they come, they are supposed to, in most of the cases, have Parliament ratify it, okay? But in many cases, it doesn't always happen. So the commitment on the part of ECOWAS member states to abide by and implement to the latter most of these protocols agreed at the sub-regional level is extremely key, especially taking into consideration, like I said, how lethal, crime has become the issue of terrorism, with terrorist organizations such as the Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, Ansar Din and Ansar Sharia al-Mubarabitum, with their leaders such as Mukhtar Bel-Mukhtar, calling on their followers to stage attacks against Western targets and their collaborators in sub-Saharan Africa. And it has happened at the Radisson Hotel in Mali, the Hotel Splendid, which I have ever been to, in Burkina Faso, Grand Bassam in Ivory Coast. So it is coming closer and closer to us by the day, and we cannot afford to let our guards down. We should begin
to consider a standby force, for example, an ECOWAS standby force to be able to deal with cross-border crimes within member states.
There's something like that under the current ECOWAS regime. Even at the AU level, we have the AU Council for Peace and Security, and there's a standby force of that nature that follows up to the individual countries to make sure that what they agree with at the regional and sub-regional level is implemented to the latter. But like I indicated, the commitment on the part of these member states is extremely key, because crime has become global, it's become international, it's become transnational, and because of the tightly knit nature of our societies, in especially sub-Saharan Africa, there's always a possibility of transborder criminal activities like we have in Nigeria with Boko Haram in the northeastern part, and they are always able to cross the border into Cameroon to stage their attacks. Indeed, currently there are issues in Burkina Faso, issues of terrorism, and on a monthly basis, the Counter-Terrorism Center, they sent me the figures, they just sent me that for last month, and the numbers is staggering. So by the day, it's coming closer and closer to us, and there's the need for us to get the security agencies to do what they are supposed to do, and to get us also as the ordinary citizens to do what we're supposed to do. Because, Stephen, generally, Ghanaians, we are not very conscious of our security environment.
Which is very bad.
Sometimes you see awkward movements, suspicious activities in our neighborhoods, but we always feel due fearsome. It is not your business.
And sometimes we volunteer information freely,
exactly.
really.
And when you go to the mall and other public places, which are usually soft targets for terrorists, and which are also frequented by Westerners, are you subjected to any form of security check, at least metal detector checks? Absolutely not, because we have a reason to believe in Ghana that we don't have any insurgency in any part of the country. We have not been attacked by terrorists before, and Ghana is generally peaceful. But we're forgetting about the fact that we have signed a defense cooperation agreement with the US, and that obviously puts us in the line of fire.
Adib, let me wrap up on this and narrow back on the Nigerian issue shortly. Do you get the sense that they're feeling, the Nigerians, legitimate Nigerians are feeling stigmatized due to Ghanaian attitudes towards them, for which we must also begin to seek to change?
Obviously, they feel stigmatized, not only those in Ghana, but even Nigerians in Nigeria, because I've sat for courses with quite a number of Nigerians at the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping, and
it's problematic.
There's a reason to be worried. Even not very long ago, we had demonstrations in Nigeria at the Ghanaian consulate there, over issues relating to the attacks on businesses, retail businesses, etc. So I think we have to be very careful, because there's the
discussions on this to review attitudes and everything. Right?
Exactly, because they can retaliate in so many ways, and we wouldn't want it to get to that extent.
Right, Adib, thank you very much for your time. Saani Adib is Executive Director of the Jatikay Center for Human Security. Let's still stay here a little bit. The accused person in the recent Achimoto kidnapping case has been jailed for 36 years. The convict, Isaac Aigbona, pleaded guilty in 4 counts of conspiracy to commit crime, robbery, causing harm, and kidnapping.